The dawn is breaking. Alright, you're barely waking, and I'm tangled up with you. Well, I'm hoping you're close, where I follow you'll go. I found I'm scared to know I'm always on your mind. Even the best fall down sometimes. Even the wrong words seem to rhyme. Out of the doubt that fills our minds, we'll finally find that you and I collide. Don't stop here. I lost my place, but I'm close behind. Even the best fall down sometimes. Even the wrong words seem to rhyme. Out of the doubt that fills our minds, we'll finally find that collide.
See who I really am, but you'll never know me. Every day is as if I play a part. But see, if I wear a mask, I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart. Can you see?
The dawn is breaking, a light shining through. You're barely waking, and I'm tangled up with you. Well, I'm hoping you're close, where I follow you'll go. I found I'm scared to know I'm always on your mind. Even the best fall down sometimes. Even the wrong words seem to rhyme. Out of the doubt that fills our minds, we'll finally find that you and I collide. Don't stop here. I lost my place, but I'm close behind. Even the best fall down sometimes. Even the wrong words seem to rhyme. Out of the doubt that fills our minds, we'll finally find that you and I collide.
Look at me. You may think you see who I really am, but you'll never know me. Every day is as if I play a part. Now I see, if I wear a mask, I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart. Who's that girl I see staring straight back at me? When will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free to fly, that burns with a need to know the reason why. Why must we all conceal what we think, how we feel? Must there be a secret me I'm forced to hide? think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or ask the grinning bobcat why he green? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? How high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know, and you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or whether we are white or copper skin. We need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around. Demons are prowling everywhere nowadays. I'll send them howling, I don't care, I've got ways. No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare. Others can desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there. Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Ask is every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you'll lead me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you.
Let me be your freedom. Let me be your light. You're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you here beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
All I ask for is one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
You know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you. And you let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Stay just a little bit longer. Please, 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 please tell me that you're gonna. Now your daddy don't mind, and your mama don't mind. Could we have another dance, dear? Just a one more. I wanna be where the talk of the town is about last night when the sun went down. Yeah, and the trees all dance and the warm wind blows in the same old sound. And the water below gives a gift to the sky and the clouds give back. Every time they cry and make the grass grow green beneath my toes. And if the sun comes out, I'll paint a picture all about the colors I've been dreaming of. The hours just don't seem enough to put it all together. Maybe it's as strange as it seems. And the trouble I find is that the trouble finds me. It's a part of my mind. It begins with a dream and a feeling I get when I look and I see that this world is a puzzle. Find out all the pieces and put it all together, and then I'll rearrange it. I'll follow it forever and always be as strange as it seems. Nobody ever told me not to try. Not to try. And the water below gives a gift to the sky, and the clouds give back every time they cry and make the grass grow green beneath my toes. And if the sun comes out, I'll paint a picture all about the colors I've been dreaming of. The hours just don't seem enough to put it all together. Always be as strange as it seems. about you. All they say is trust in what is written. Wars are made, and somehow that is wisdom. Thought is suspect, and money is their idol. And nothing is okay unless it's scripted in their Bible. But I know there's so much more to find just in looking through myself and not at them. Still I know to trust my own true mind and to say there's a way through this. On I go to wander and to learning. Name the stars and know they're dark returning. I'm calling to know the world too yearning. The hunger that a child feels for everything they're shown. You watch me, just watch me. I'm calling, and one day all will know. You watch me, just watch me. I'm calling, I'm calling, and one day all will know. not pretend. Now you're beside me, and look how far we've come. So far, we are so close.
I tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind, melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me, but now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. The more I learn to care for you, the more we drift apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind, melt your cold, cold heart? Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? feel like letting go. Life goes on, wasting no more time. So much to be done. Everything works out, so they say. Over my shoulder, it's tough getting older. Yeah, yeah. Seems like nothing is black and white anymore. Shades of gray and I feel the way over my shoulder. It's tough getting older. Always thought that I knew where I'd wanna go. Now I'm here and I find I'm still getting colder. It's kinda tough getting older. Here before my eyes, many roads ahead. Time for me to choose one way now. If I take a chance, what lies down the road? Feeling so confused, turn around. On and on, on and on. Yeah, yeah. Seems like nothing is black and white anymore. Shades of gray and I feel the way over my shoulder. It's tough getting older. Always thought that I knew where I'd wanna go. Now I'm here and I find that I'm still getting colder. It's kinda tough getting older. Waited all my life for this day to come. I feel like letting go. Life goes on.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Ooh, ooh, just the way you look tonight.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
He washed my sins away.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Happy day.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
Jesus washed.
When Jesus
He
washed.
washed my sins away.
La 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 la. La 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 la. He taught me how.
He taught me how
To walk. Fight and pray. Fight and pray.
And he taught me how to live every day. Every day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
My sins away. I'm talking about that happy day.
Oh, happy day. He taught me how to walk, fight and pray, fight and pray, to live rejoicing every day.
Every day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
I sit and watch the rain and see my tears run down the window pane. I sit and watch the sky and I can hear it heave a sigh. I think of him, how we were, and when I think of him, then I remember.
sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds from lovers past, until a new one comes along. So I would choose to be with you. That's if the choice were mine to make. But you can make decisions too, and you can have this heart to break, and every
If I told you now that in spite of my persistence and my confident demeanor, I am more and more in doubt. If I told you now, would you smile with understanding? Would you burn with disappointment? Would you turn and turn me out? If I told you now that we're never really safe from all the fires we set or debts we had to pay, would you hold me now? So at least for this, for here, I know you'd stay. If you'd stay. If I told you now, it would be for your protection, 'cause I'm sure I'll disappoint you, though I can't imagine how. Does it make me better if I told you now? Would you make me better if I told you now?
You're a part-time lover and a full-time friend. A monkey on your back is the latest trend. Don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
Here
you.
is church and here is steeple. Sure are cute for two ugly people. Don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
We both have shiny, happy fits of rage. I want more fans, you want more stage. Don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but you.
always trying to keep it real. I'm in love with how you feel. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
I kiss you on the brain in the shadow of the train. I kiss you all starry-eyed, my body swing from side to side. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but you.
Pebbles forgive me, the trees forgive me, so I can't. You forgive me. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
Do 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 do. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but you.
Don't go I took the good times. I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Oh, what would it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are.
So we find ourselves at the end of our high school career, and we wonder how we got here. So I looked into this a little with a little help from my friend Neil, and this is what we came up with. Let's start with birth. All right, let's just skip that part. A lot of eating, a lot of crying, and a lot of pooping.
And pre-cut vegetables.
And pre-cut vegetables. Childhood! I shot you.
No, you didn't.
Did so.
No, you didn't.
Did
It
so.
doesn't matter. I have a force field.
I have force field penetrating lasers.
Those don't even exist.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. Yay! Middle school!
Come on, do it, Neil. She's right there. Oh, Jessica's so hot. Just ask her out. I hope my pants don't fall down. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Neil, what's up?
I was about to ask Jessica out, and I just flipped, man.
Dude, Jessica's so hot.
Don't say that. She can hear you. Hey, Jessica. I like how you fit in your pants. I mean, your socks, man. Your oh,
Dude, why are you turning around?
no reason.
And then there's the other side of middle school. The cool kids with their jeans that hang below their waist and their boxer shorts, and they make fun of me because I still wear whitey tighties and they make fun of the clothes I wear and tell me no difference.
Dan,
Yeah.
you okay? We talked about this.
Yeah.
Can we go now?
Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go. High school! Hey, Neil. You want to play Halo?
Dude, I've got an essay in men's and another essay.
Dude, did I mention that Halo was Halo?
Okay, I'll be there.
Dude, get him! Get him! Get the rocket launcher! Get the rocket launcher!
Get him! I got it.
Punch him! Get him! That's all I did in high school.
That's about it, actually.
School! Senior year. Graduation. Well, Neil, I guess this is it.
Guess so, man. But we had a good run.
Yeah. Hey, guess what?
What?
I have a laser gun.
Doesn't matter. I have a force field.
Oh, I can try to cut me down to size by telling dirty lies to your friends. My own father said, give her up, don't bother. The world isn't coming to an end. Walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. No woman's worth crying on the earth, so walk like a man, my son.
I'm gonna
Walk like a man, fast as a man, walk
pretend we're riding on a kite. Let's imagine we're flying through the air. We'll ascend until we're out of sight. Light as paper, we'll soar. Let's be wild up high above the sand. Feel the wind, the world at our command. Let's enjoy the view and never land, floating far from the shore. We'll recline aloft upon the breeze, soaring above, sail on with windy ease. Pass the days doing only as we please. That's what living is for. Some things are meant to be, tide turning endlessly. The way it takes hold of me, no matter what I do. And some things will have the promise of who you are. Or
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somehow you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, you may hear her laughter. You may hear her laughing across a crowded room, and night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dream. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, you may feel her call you across a crowded room, and fly to her side and make her your own. For all through your life you will dream all alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
reasons, girl, but you know you never will.
And you can try to stop my dancing, but I just cannot stand still. Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, then I hey, cause you can't stop the beat. Can't stop my happiness, cause I like the way I am. And you just can't stop my knife and fork when I see a Christmas ham. So if you don't like the way I look, well I just don't give a damn. Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way. Cause you can't stop the beat. Ever since
beyond where the horizon lies, where the horizon lies, and the land sinks into mellow blueness. Oh, please take me with you. Let me skip the road with you. I can dare myself. I can dare myself. I'll put a pebble in my shoe and watch me walk. I can walk. I can walk. I shall call the pebble dare. I shall call the pebble dare. We will talk together about walking. Dare shall be carried, and when we both have had enough, I will take him from my shoe, singing, "Meet your new road." Then I'll take your hand. Finally glad that you are here by my side, my side, by my side, by my side, my side, by my side, by my side, that you are here by my side, by my side, my side, by my side, by my side, my side, by my side, by my side, my
I'm graduating. Oh, darling, please believe me. I'll never do you no harm. Believe me when I tell you, I'll never do you no harm. Oh, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make it alone. Believe me when I beg you, don't ever leave me alone. When you told me you didn't need me anymore, well, you know I nearly broke down and cried. When you told me you didn't need please believe me. I'll never let you down. Believe me when I tell you, I'll never do you no harm.
This is just the kind of day that you dream about. When you open up your mouth, a song pops.
On my shoulder.
All right, I'll invite concert choir, varsity choir, treble choir, and freshman women's chorus down on stage, please, for a brief presentation. Come on down. Mrs. Vela is bringing on the newest member of the Hazlitt Choir family. All right, come on down quickly, guys. We'll get started. As the kids come down, if you could all help me very quickly. This concert is fabulous because the kids do such a great job, but it's also fabulous because of their voice teachers. We do have some voice teachers in the audience. If you are, would you please stand and let us say thank you to these voice teachers that do such an amazing job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another thing that makes this concert so special, of course, is all the accompaniment. The kids bring in their music, and between all the accompanists you heard tonight, they make it sound amazing, and we're so grateful to all of them. Thank you to accompanists, too, please. One of the nicest, best parts about this evening for me is listening to these young people support and encourage one another. They sit in the back, they love to watch each other. They're wonderfully good about everybody's artistic performance, about the fact that all of them have special gifts that they bring. They all display them in their own way, and they're all wonderful. So if you'll help me say thank you to these kids for being fabulous supporters of one another. Another really great way these kids are supportive of one another. Every year they vote on peer awards. In other words, we have them vote on the awards that we're just about to pass out. They don't know who the winners are, but we tally the votes, and then we give them out here at the concert. And we're going to start with varsity choir. And this year, the Varsity Spirit Award. This is the young man that keeps us laughing in varsity choir every day, helps us to keep the atmosphere, have a really good time. Our most spirited member in varsity choir is Mark Willis. The students also vote for a most musical person. This is the person they think has so many great skills, a great singer, great musician, great piano player, great everything. And this year's most musical student in varsity choir is Marcus McGuire. Varsity Choir's most improved singer is a young man that we heard on the concert a little earlier tonight, did a fabulous job. The most improved singer in Varsity Choir is Christian Johnson. And the person voted the best leader, a wonderful leader in Varsity Choir by his peers is Jake Lampman. Now, it's unusual for varsity choir to have a most outstanding senior, and because there's one, and we're so proud to have him as a part of the choir. I'll talk about him a little later when it's senior time. But we did want to take a second to recognize varsity choir's most appreciated senior, and that is, and he is outstanding, of course, and that's Josh Shea.
really miss my girls. I miss you. Oh, whatever. I really do. I'm going to let Miss Collins announce the awards, although I've already been nosy and checked it out. So, Miss Collins.
Okay. Let me see. For our most spirited member, Sarah Buddy. For the most musical student, Samantha Oberg. The most improved singer goes to Samantha Stein. And last but not least, our leadership award goes to Lindsay Manson.
I love this part of the concert because everyone's smiling. For treble choir, our most spirited member, when we started working on the choreography, I swear if we had just stood off to the side and let her do the dancing on her own, she'd have done it. This is Lauren Ezzo. I should mention I also have her little brother in music class over at Ralia. And today, they managed to get him to dress like a leprechaun and run through our rehearsal. It was hysterical. It was amazing. Our most musical student is someone who works very, very hard every day to put forth her best effort and really is always very focused on the musical aspect of what we do. This is Molly Hudgens. Most improved singer is a soprano, and she also works very, very hard, and she is a delight to have in class. She's almost always smiling. This is Kimmy Schmidt. And finally, our treble choir leadership award again goes to a very multi-talented student. She is awesome at singing, she's awesome at dancing, and she even plays a little bit of fiddle, from what I understand. This is Molly Stevens.
Our most spirited member of concert choir, makes us laugh every day, always has a comment on the happenings of the school, and that's good, is Hannah Bowman. Our most musical student in concert choir is Gavin Leinhart. You heard our most improved singer a little earlier this evening, did a fabulous job, Gabe Nestor. Leadership Award in concert choir goes to a sophomore. Leading the way as a sophomore super guy, Brennan Oberski. Going on to Corel, our most spirited member of Corel. You saw him do the big old backflip. He's got a lot of energy. You know why? It's Luke Magnuson. You heard our most musical person, the person they voted for tonight, sing. You also saw him play the piano. You've seen him do 1,000 things on this stage. He is very talented, going to be a music major next year. Mike Miller. Our most improved singer is so improved, so amazing, he's one of Michigan's top 10 high school vocalists, Brent Barbieri. Our leadership award goes to a young man who's led in so many different ways in our school and also here in the program, Adrian Armando Sanchez. Oh, my things got all messed up. So I'm doing two most outstanding seniors, one in concert choir. The most outstanding senior in concert choir is voted by his peers, fabulous singer, and a wonderful leader in our school as well. Most outstanding senior, concert choir, Tony Hattinger. And our most outstanding senior in Corel is voted by his peers, quiet leader, and a really, really fabulous young man, Ryan Wamhoff.
Okay, we have some scholarships to give out that are given by the boosters, and these scholarships help to start some middle schoolers in taking voice lessons or experiences. I have no clue if these kids are here, so I'm going to read all of their names, but if you are here, come get a sheet from me at the end. The first scholarship from Choir Boosters goes to Michelle Daniels. The next one goes to Nick Angel, Rachel Feitner, Matt Sauer, and Jordan Walling. So congratulations to those kids.
I'm here. Choir Boosters also gives out voice lesson scholarships. As a matter of fact, the donations that you provided for us this evening all go right towards scholarship to help these kids study privately, to continue to help them create career pathways in music, and also to lead our program, and our program leads our state in music and in choir, and we're so proud of that. This is the most vital part of our program, having kids study privately, and the boosters take this money, turn it around, give it to the kids. It's a really wonderful thing. The first recipient of a Choir Boosters Scholarship to take voice lessons next year, Marcus McGuire. These are 600, some right around in there, dollar scholarships, so they cover voice lessons and a lot of accompanist fees and things for the whole year. The next recipient is Kristen Nichols. The next recipient of a Choir Booster Scholarship, Neil Dietrich. Another person receiving the scholarship, Jonathan Knox. The next person, Jake Lampman. Next person, Angel Whitaker. In addition to the scholarships provided by the Choir Boosters, the Vicki Hoisington Scholarship Committee also generously awards 2 students scholarships each year to study private voice lessons or to have a choir camp experience. This year, they have generously awarded actually more than just 2 students. They're giving a partial scholarship to a young man who received a scholarship in the past and has done a fabulous job so that he can continue. That young man is Gavin Leinhart. And recipient of full Vicki Hoisington scholarships, Jackie Fryer. Christine Mongrain. And Melissa Nordman. Each year, the Choir Boosters gives out 2 scholarships to seniors, and you do not have to be going on to be a music major in order to receive a Choir Booster scholarship. This is for your dedication to the program and the gifts that you've brought over the years. And the Boosters appreciates all kids, all seniors. We often say, gosh, we wish we could award one to every one of them because they're such great kids. This year, the Choir Boosters have given out 2. One of these goes to Sarah Peterson. And the other Choir Booster scholarship for an outstanding senior goes to Emma Brock. Mr. Henry, I'm going to have you help me to pass out the flowers to the kids, and maybe you too. I just really feel it's so important to honor these amazing seniors, these wonderful young people. They think they're old, that are great leaders in our school, not just of this program, but of all programs. And each of them brings such great gifts to this program, and I'm so grateful to have had 52 of them this year. Really amazing, great stuff. The first one, I talked about him just a few minutes ago, but I just have to tell you, Josh Shea is in varsity choir, and he wasn't able to make the schedule work for him to be in concert choir or chorale, and he said, you know what, I love to sing. I just like to sing. I enjoy being in choir. I'll be in varsity choir. I'll come in there and be a great leader, and that's exactly what he has been. Super guy, Josh Shea.
I have 2 seniors I get to talk about, and because my time is limited, I like to take a lot. The first one, it's probably pretty fair to say that Mackenzie and I got off to a rocky start last year. But I gotta say, as a senior, I have never been more pleased to work with a young lady. She was a pleasure to be in choir with this year, and next year I'm gonna miss very much the way she makes the group laugh, the way she smiles, and bringing her photos in for me to look at and things like that. She may not believe it, but I'm going to miss her. This is Mackenzie Gray. In the corporate world, the high-up people have yes men, and I will never be head of a large business or anything like that. But I feel very fortunate to have had a yes woman for the last couple of years. It doesn't really matter how awful the joke is I tell or how pointless the story. I can always turn to Kristen Wood and say, wasn't that good? And she'll say, and so, unfortunately, we'll have to say goodbye to that, and that's Kristen Wood. We'll get her flower to her.
Going on to concert choir, First senior is a terrific singer. You heard her in You Can't Stop the Beat, started it out for us. Very outspoken young lady in a great way. Hannah Bowman. Really have always appreciated this next young lady's love of music and the love of the process of making music every day. She loves to sing and it shows every day in rehearsal. Courtney Sisman. Next young man, you've seen him up a couple times. He actually moved out of the district for a couple years, and we're so glad he came back to Hazlitt because he's fabulous. Anthony Hedinger. This next young lady, so amazingly mature and very intelligent, and I felt so bad for her because she has almost no voice tonight, but she came out here and gave it her best. She's really a fabulous kid. Katie Hebden. Next young lady I love because of the diversity of music she enjoys. There's so many kinds that she studies and that she, that she appreciates, and that I've always appreciated about her. Fabulous singer, Lauren Heilman. A couple years ago, I went out to Wharton Center and I saw Beauty and the Beast, and they did this. When they came out and they did the Gaston, I went, I've got to do that someday. But I need a kid who can play Gaston. And one came along. He's an amazing singer, better singer than he ever gives himself credit for, and a great kid, R.J. Kelly. This next young lady, I've always admired her grace and her poise, especially in the adversity that she's faced this year. Super young lady, Sarah Lay. This next singer is going on, not to be a music major, but will continue singing. She's so awesome, they're giving her a scholarship to sing. She goes away to Albion next year. Wonderful kid, Kate Mahan. Our next concert choir senior has been a great leader in the alto section, extremely intelligent, very articulate. I've really enjoyed getting to know her this year, Lauren McCarthy. You'll hear me say this a lot. I'm so proud of the kids that are leaders in this program that are also leaders in so many other ways in our school and in our community. This next young man is a perfect example. Amazing golfer, amazing singer, amazing kid, Chris Morey. And the golf team just won regionals today. Give it up. Woo! Next young lady, just a fabulous alto and a great hard worker, fabulous singer, very well-rounded, Nikki Musolf. Another wonderful leader of our school, leads in basketball, leads in softball, leads in so many ways, Rebecca Rogers. This next young man is very dedicated. Extremely funny, amazing falsetto. People don't know about this, but this kid can sing higher than anybody. He's incredible. Joey Sager. I've always truly appreciated this next young man's sense of humor, makes me laugh. Great singer, Ryan Sandville. Really super anchor of our alto section, wonderful singer, Hannah Stockwell. The young man is a fabulously hard worker, recently moved up to concert choirs, doing a great job, Nathan Stoddard. There he is. Good job, Nathan. Okay, now, the older I get, the harder it gets. I'm going to tell you that to look at the little sheet that is printed out on the computer and all the seniors' name within my class list and then transfer that over, and I make the font a lot bigger. But sometimes, even though I try my best and I'm getting old and my eyesight's going, I will miss somebody in the transfer concert choir. Did I get everybody? Okay, that's good. That's good, because sometimes I do, and it's not that I mean to miss them. It's just that when we get old, our hair goes and our eyesight goes. Going on to Corel. This next young lady, I think, is one of the most unsung people in this program. She is an amazing singer and a beautiful voice. She got huge scholarships to several schools, one of them being Hart School of Music, very prestigious school on the East Coast. One to Valparaiso. I think she's going to stick in the Midwest, which is always very cool. Fabulous singer, Jackie Beldori. Jackie's going to be a music major, so is this next person. Well, not quite music, actually musical theater. She's going to do an amazing job, and you know, because you've seen her up on this stage, do amazing things as an actress, as a singer, in all ways. She's going to Otterbein College next year, Emma Brock. This next young lady created one of the most memorable... Oh, I'm sorry. This next young lady created one of the most memorable times for me, and I told her about this earlier today, but you have those performances that stick in your life, things that just you will always remember, and this is one of them. A few years ago, Caitlin sang Candle on the Water up here, and it was so beautiful and so nicely done. It's one of those that, of all of the ones I've heard, it's there in my memory, and it's a fond memory for me. Thanks, Caitlin. Caitlin Burns. Oh, this next young man's been in many musicals, many plays, a leader in men's, a fabulous sight reader, beautiful baritone, Jared Cohn. This next young man and I were talking about memories. We've been talking about them a lot the last couple of days. I think one of the most, there are two that frames his high school career here. One of them is when he did Who Let the Dogs Out with the hat backwards when he was a freshman. And then the other one was as he closed a most amazing show, Our Town, in the most eloquent, wonderful way. He says he's going to be an actor, and I think he'd be an amazing actor, Dan Curry. This next young lady brings... I don't mean not to hug them, but I know you're being very patient, and I love you all. I do, truly. This next young lady brings so much class, you know, and she is to our choir program. She's a beautiful singer, fabulous kid, Hiab Debasai. This next young man is a leader of our school. He's a leader in football. He's a leader academically. He's a leader in choir. He's a great kid, Greg Edwards. This next young lady is going to Michigan State. She's going to be a music major and, close to my heart, a music teacher. I think that's such a great thing. She is an incredible singer, but she's also a very gifted person in helping others and being there for others. She's done an amazing job helping me because I don't dance, and yet anytime I need something, I turn to her and say, okay, help me do this. She does it amazingly. Melissa Eisensmith. This next singer is a wonderful voice, a really strong music reader, and an anchor in our alto section this year especially, but all years, Rachel Goyer. I've always been so impressed by this next young lady because she always puts others first. And she doesn't have to, she just is that kind of, she's a very kind person, and she's that kind of a person. And she's a lovely singer, Kelsey Grimshaw. I have so many great memories of doing great things with this next young man, but I think the most memorable one, and you probably don't remember it, is we were in Los Angeles at ACDA, and I got to write. I usually rode the whole trip right up front with him. We had a great time to get to know each other. He was just a freshman way back then. Great kid, Zach Gulliver. An incredible bass, a wonderful singer, just fine musician. Really enjoyed getting to know him even better, and his family, his mom, when we were in New York, Josh Hahn. This next young lady serves as, for me, as a model for everybody. There was a point in her schedule when she could not fit one of the choirs in, and so she said, you know what, I'll just be, I'll take a semester or whatever so that we can, I'll stay in choir until there's room and you can fit me into another one. And she did that, and then she ended up, being such an incredible leader when she was able to move into one of the upper choirs. Somebody who just loves to sing and is selfless about it and is impressed me so tremendously in her 4 years here. Liz Hines. Next young man is Mr. Charisma himself. He is a very fine actor. He has an amazing physical presence. The way he acts is kind of like Ray Bolger, who is the Scarecrow. He can use his body and manipulate it in such a way that is just truly part of his acting. Like Dick Van Dyke, can dance and move so amazingly. A really incredible kid. You've seen him up here thousands of times. He's very talented. James Holton. Another one of those great leaders, not just of this program, but in our school as well. Fabulous tennis player, wonderful singer, extremely hard worker, lovely voice, Caitlin Houston. This next singer brings great diversity and an artistic sense to our choir. And one of the things I love the most about her is watching her sing. She's the most expressive, beautiful singer I've seen in years. I love it. It's great. Ellie Johnson. Next young man is one of the most gifted singers I've ever had the pleasure to teach. A truly uniquely amazing bass voice. You've heard it before. You know who I'm speaking of. He's going to Michigan State. He's received their top scholarship next year. Glad he's staying as part. And truly a selfless individual. Encouraging of all, an amazing leader and a great guy, Brandon Manson. Another year of our school in track, in cross country, in select women's ensemble, in an academic leader, a wonderful young lady. And we'll miss her terribly next year, Claire Martell. I've always respected this next young lady because she can sing in any style, and you've heard her sing in jazz, in gospel. Tonight, she also sings classically beautifully. She is a great kid, Ada Mbono. This young man earlier tonight. I loved it when he sang because y'all were just as quiet as could be. You were just in rapture because he's such a wonderful singer. And he is going on to be a music major next year at Western Michigan University. He's going to be a music teacher. That's close to my heart. I think that's very cool. But you've heard he could do anything. He's very, very versatile as a musician and as a singer. Mike Miller. Another great leader of this program and a leader in our school in basketball, in band, an incredible linguist. When we sang at ACDA, so many people came up and said, your choir sings like a German choir. Well, there's a reason for that, and her name is Nevena Parapovic. This next senior is a very quiet, unassuming soprano, but a fabulous lead. Did I miss somebody? Oh, I'm good. Okay. Because when I hear you like chatter, I usually feel like I forgot somebody. I'm glad I didn't so far. Really unsung person. I think she doesn't know what a gift she has. She has been such a fabulous contributor to the soprano section, and she received a Choir Booster Scholarship this evening, and very deserving of that, Sarah Peterson. Oh, this next young lady is just such a versatile singer and a gifted actress. She made you laugh so hard earlier this year in Oklahoma. And she has so many gifts to offer. She's been a great leader in our school, reads the announcements every day. Fabulous kid, Sarah Reed. This next young man, again, a great leader in men's, a great leader in choir, a great leader in football, an amazing leader academically. This is the kid who takes care of, when we go places and I've got 1,000 things to get done, this is the kid who makes sure that I'm taken care of. I take care of everybody, and then he takes care of me. Don't know what I'm going to do next year. I miss him so much. Ben Rizzo. Oh, this next senior is a beautiful, beautiful singer, can sing any part I ask her to do. She's really, really talented and a very intelligent young lady, Julia Rushbrook. We have many gifted singers that come through this program, but there aren't many that sing everything and sing it all well. He is the winner of the Mechtel Classical Competition for Voice, but he also, I think, could walk away with American Idol. And you heard it tonight. You know what's going on. Adrian Armando Sanchez. A really, really beautiful, beautiful singer. Going to Baldwin Wallace Conservatory next year to study music. Gifted soprano, amazing voice, Becky Schmidt. I have so many great memories of this young man. We've had so many great times together. And the one that I'm just going to quick share, and I don't even know if he remembers, as a freshman, he came in and he sat down in my class and he had a pen in his pocket and he put it in his pocket. And he would, for the first 3 weeks of school, he would only communicate with me by talking into the pen. And I had to talk into my pen too. It was then that I knew that he had this quirky sense of humor that would shine on this stage, and it truly has, as a singer and an actor and a great kid. Wonderful dancer too, Travis Sohn. One of my favorite memories over the last 4 years in a show is the tumbleweed that came whipping across the stage in the big parody that we did last year, Death and Life of Sneaky Fitch. It got the biggest laugh I think I've heard ever in my 17 years. And the good thing about it is that it was totally devised and thought up by a young man who is that funny all the time. Keeps us laughing. Very, very, gifted kid, great writer, wonderful bass, Mike Steinfeld. This next young lady is so quiet, and she says, but just a rock in the alto section, a fabulous singer, wonderful young lady. I'm so glad that she sang with us this year, Stacy Stonebrook. A very gifted singer and can sing in any style. You heard her a couple times tonight, just does a fabulous job. Wonderful leader of Select, and another wonderful person to watch sing because she's so expressive, Samantha Strandmark. Somebody with just always a smile on her face every day in class, and always great to work with, and a wonderful singer, Kelly Vogler. And the last young gentleman who is so focused and dedicated all the time, going to be a music major next year, and is a really super musician and wonderful singer and great trombone player and fabulous kid. He's the recipient of the Most Outstanding Senior. I couldn't agree more, Ryan Wamhoff. Seniors, you are going to go and lead this world. Many of you will lead this world musically, which I couldn't be more proud of. I'm just so excited about that. And many of you will lead this world in the other paths that you choose, because you are all so talented and hardworking and focused. And I can't thank you enough for being leaders of this program. Thank you all so much.
I got mic duty. So we have, yes, I said duty. We have gifts to give to Mr. Wangerman. He's really changed our lives, and he's very important to us. And here come the gifts, so I have nothing else to say.
Don't trip over the baby.
Oh, more than one. Oh, we have gifts for a lot of people. All right, first we have Mrs. Lefevre and Mrs. Vogler for helping us out with uniforms. Here comes Mrs. Vogler. Is Mrs. Lefevre here anywhere? No? All right, well, here's Mrs. Vogler. All right. Brandon's going to do this.
Okay, this next one is very near and dear to my heart. It is my mother. Julie Manson is an amazing woman, and she cares about everyone before herself. And Mom, I really mean that. I'm not just making that up. And she took over a couple years ago as the fundraising director for the Choir Boosters, and she's just worked so hard to raise money to keep this program going. So, Mom, come down and get your flowers, please.
Okay. So we're a choir, and we need people to play piano for us, right? And we've had some hard workers at that, and I think Miss Hamilton, Miss Grimshaw, Mrs. Vergale have been really patient with us sometimes, and also just really loving and really support this choir program really well, and we're gonna miss them for sure. Yeah. And they have presents.
So it takes a lot of people to handle this many kids, and especially with the way we are. So Mr. Wongman can't do it alone, so Mr. Henry and Mrs. Vala have been there. Well, Mr. Henry for 2 years, and I don't even know how long Miss Vala's been with him. But, you know, Miss Vala is really the brains behind this whole thing. So we have gifts for Mr. Henry and Mrs. Vala.
Okay, now it's time for the seniors' big gift. We normally have 3, and we do this year. For Mr. Wangerman, we have a practical gift, a funny gift, and a sentimental gift.
I think we should start with practical because it makes sense.
We got him a $50 gift card for a Visa for anything, basically. So you got some money. That's always a good deal, right?
Okay, and I'm taking care of the funny one. The past few concerts, we've given Wangaman a piece of an object that is his. We stole it from his office, and we suspended it in Jell-O. And first it was a stapler, and second was whiteout, and have fun when you go to your car tonight. I'm just kidding. We couldn't figure out anything to do, so we have some Jell-O in here, so he can suspend anything he wants in Jell-O for himself.
With the gift card. You get the stuff with the gift card.
And last but not least, because everybody wants to cry before a slideshow, we do the sentimental gift last. And as many of you know, this year Corral was honored to go sing at ACDA Regional, and we worked so hard to go there, and it was one of the most incredible experiences I think we've all had. And so we put together a little scrapbook or a volume because it's building, and it's all sort of stories and memories that we have of ACDA and other choir things that have happened over our 4 years. And I believe in there as well as a picture of all of us because we love you and we really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. Who's this for?
I guess you. We'll get you better ones like later.
Thank you. That's very thoughtful. I don't mean to be ungrateful about these flowers, but I'm going to give them to somebody who's been a great help to the kids, especially this evening, and has done so much great stuff, makes us sound fabulous, and we're so glad he's a part of the Hazlitt family. Mr. Henry, thank you for your drums, for your gift of teaching these kids, and for all that you do for us here. We love you. All right, it's time for our slideshow. So what I'll ask you all to do is to turn around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our slideshow is a little longer than, our slideshow's a little longer. So there'll be some music beforehand. You don't have to sing, or you can. And we are ready to dim the lights and start.